Good morning, students. I hope you had an enjoyable Christmas break. This week, we're going to be studying about ratios. Ratios sounds like it might be something hard, but really it's not that bad. It's about the quantity, it's about comparing items. The quantity of one item compared to the quantity of the other item. In simpler words, how much of one item you have compared to how much of another item you have. And we're going to be doing several examples and that will help you better understand what I'm talking about. Okay, ratios. So the first thing is we want to do pens to pencils. Well, let's look over here. How many pens do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. How many pencils? 1, 2, 3. Well, it's asking us pens to pencils. Which one's first? Pens. Well, that's the one you have to put first, in which we have how many? That's right, we have 4. So we are going to put 4 to how many pencils? So 1, 2, 3 pencils. So 4 to 3 would be the ratio for pens to pencils. Another way that we can write that is 4 colon 3. Okay? Then we can write it as a fraction. 4 pens to 3 pencils. So 4 to 3, 4/3 as in a fraction form. So you can write 4 to 3, 4 colon 3, and 4 over 3. The meaning just means, it would just mean for every 4 pens, there are 3 pencils. Okay? So pens to pencils, 3 different ways to write it: 4 to 3, 4 colon 3, and 4 over 3. The meaning would just mean for every 4 pens, there are 3 pencils. Comparing the amount of pens to the amount of pencils. This is considered, guys, a part-to-part ratio. Okay? We are comparing one part to another part. Now on Wednesday, on the video that I will make you, we will actually we will deal with what we call a part to whole. Today we're just going to focus on part to part ratio. Notice, since pens came first, it has to be first in your ratio. Okay? So now, let's do another one. Okay, now I want you to try this. I want you to do paper clips to scissors. Write it all 3 ways. Then tell me, is it a part to part or a part to whole? Paper clips to scissors. And right here. And tell me the meaning of it too, in word form. Okay, let's look at it. Paper clips to scissors. Well, how many paper clips did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 has to come first because the amount of paper clips has to be first. So 6 with the word 2. How many scissors? 1, 2, 3. 6 to 3. Okay? Now, 6 to 3, what's another way? That's right, a colon. 6 colon 3. Then, fraction form, 6 over 3. So if you wrote it out, for every 6 paper clips, there are 3 pairs of scissors. Okay, now guys, this is ratios is like fractions. If it's 6 to 3, what can go into 6 and 3? If we divide each one of them by 3, 6 divided by 3 equals 2. 3 divided by 3 equals 1, right? So 2 over 1, 2 colon 1, and 2 to 1. And you could put for every 2 paper clips, there is 1 pair of scissors. And if you come over here and you divide that up, let's look at it. 2, and let's see if that's right. For every 2 paper clips, there was 1 scissors for each one. 2 and 1, 2 and 1. That's just what it means in simple form, okay? 6 to 3 can also go to 2 to 1. For every 6 paper clips, there were 3 pairs of scissors. Or for every 2 paper clips, you have 1 scissor, 1 pair of scissors, okay? And remember, that is part to part, right? Okay, now, what if we add the 4 pins? If you do scissors to pins, we'll do that on when it's part to whole. Even if you have that right there, you can still do like scissors to pins. How many scissors do you have? You have 3 pairs of scissors, so it would be 3 if you did scissors, 2 pins. It would be 3 pairs of scissors to 4 pins. So 3 to 4, or 3 over 4, and 3 colon 4, right? For every 3 pairs of scissors, misspelled scissors, didn't I? Scissors, you have 4 pins, okay? And it is part to part. You're still comparing one part to another part, okay? So 3 to 4, 3 over 4, and 3 colon 4. For every 3 pairs of scissors, you have 4 pins. Okay, let's do one more. I want you to do pencils to paper clips. And I'll let you see them. Pencils to paper clips. Write it all 3 ways and then write the meaning. Okay, let's look. How many pencils? 1, 2, 3. 3 pencils to how many paper clips? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, since pencils is first, guys, that's the main thing with ratios. Whichever one is first, that's what you have to put first. Since you're talking pencils first, there were 3 pencils to 4 paper clips. Okay? 3 to 4. 3:4 and 3/4. Then you would write it as for every 3 pencils, there are 4 paper clips. Okay? So 3 to 4. 3 pencils to 4 paper clips, 3:4, 3/4, and for every 3 pencils, there are 4 paper clips. And it was part to part because it is one part to another part. One part to another part, so part to part. So in review, ratios is how much of one quantity there is compared to how much of another quantity there is. Or how many pencils compared to how many paper clips. Just quantity just means how many, okay? How many of one compared to how many of another. You can write them 3 ways. You can write with, when it's part to part, you can write with the 2 in the middle. 3 to 4 in this case. Write it with a colon, 3:4, or you can write it as a fraction, 3/4. The meaning of it just states for every 3, in this case, for every 3 pencils, there are 4 paper clips.